What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here in the back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, so we're going to be taking on the Devil Awakens Stage 2 with a like mixed bag team kind of thing. We're running a team that is solely based around the Goten, the Gohan, and the Videl, as well as Goten, Gohan, Trunks, and Videl, I'm sorry, because you need to use all four of them to beat the final, or not the final missions, but all the missions for this stage. You need all four of them on your team. The team we're running looks pretty decent. It's not a terrible team, but I'm not going to mess around. I've ran this like 6 times already, and it just RNG has been terrible, especially on the second stage. I'm getting hit with just super after super that is just constantly popping off crits, which is just not fun, because apparently the next stage Broly can do crits, which kind of really blows. So we're going to run these with just items. I don't even care at this point. I just want to get this done and over with, because this is, like I said, probably the 6th time I've ran this. And I just keep getting hit with super attacks that do over 1,000,000 because they're hitting crits, even with units that have damage reduction on. Post-super, it's just the crits piercing through the defense, and it's just completely bodying them. It just makes no sense at this point. So I just kind of want to get it done. So it's kind of why we're running it this way. But I mainly am doing it for the stones, seeing as the, Goten, my voice cracked. Goten with a double super, 14 milli on the second super, I'm perfectly okay with that. So yeah, you need the Goten and Trunks pretty much to be side by side all the time to get the max 80% damage reduction out of the two. So as long as it's post-super, they do have 80% damage reduction, which is just absolutely nuts. So right now those two technically have over 120% damage reduction, which like ridiculously lower down to a single or double-digit attack. But, I mean, that's kind of fantastic anyway. Plus we threw that item on. So we're actually going to put you in slot 1. The Videl has kind of cost me quite a bit too. She hits hard for some reason on this stage when she does get her attacked off, but she just doesn't do, she takes too much damage. That's why I'm just running that damage reduction right off the rip this time. I probably could have saved it to the next stage, but I'm just at the point where every time I've done something, I've gotten supered or hit for damage that I shouldn't have been hit for in the situation it was. Just really just terrible RNG has been not in my favor at all, any of the runs I've done so far, which I'm hoping that's not how it's going to be for the remainder of the recordings I have to do tonight, because I've got quite a few of them and I'm not excited about that if that's how it's going to be. Because RNG kind of needs to be my favorite for me to make these right. But it just has not been. I did see the new Gohan and Broly out today. They both look really, really good. I'm more excited, I think, for the Gohan, honestly, over the Broly. I think the Broly's going to be pretty good. But I think the Gohan is just going to be the better of the two units, especially being that it's a family Kamehameha. Can you do a double super, please? Nope, you're just going to do normal attacks. Great. 1 super, 2 normals. I mean, granted, you raised your stats by 30% and then greatly raised it on your super. And that's with damage reduction, you're still taking 200k. But that's my point again right there of the units taking way too much damage. 50,000 on a basic. Alright, who has better links? Or not links. Trunks has better defense, but we're going to put you slot 1. Go like that. We're actually going to activate this right off the rip.
Give me the power to put this guy down for the count!
We're going to give you those, and then give you all of these. I don't have the damage reduction, so Goten might take quite a bit of damage on this first super. Not entirely sure, but we'll find out here in a second. Yep. Cool. Perfect. Ton of damage right off the rip. Great. Alright, okay, so we're going to have to use damage reduction next turn, no question, but our rotation next turn is kind of actually terrible, too. We're in a bad position, really, going forward. We really are. The rotation just has not done what we needed it to do. This, okay, no, this could be pretty good. This could actually be good. Honestly, this could be really, really good, what just happened here. Because this guy doesn't attack in slot 3. So that means I extend it by 1 more turn. Oh, the cat's talking. I extend it by 1 more turn. So I'm actually going to do this. I didn't, that's not what I hit, but okay, cool. I hit the Fizz Key Sphere, but alright, bet. But I mean, it doesn't matter too much. The Gogeta should be alright in slot 1. He should be able to dodge the majority of the attacks. If not dodge, tank them. Cool, let's go Gogeta. Gogeta, I should have had the Goten and Trunks in slot 1, but if they would have taken 2 supers, it would have been game. It would have instantly been game. Especially with the Gogeta taking that much off just a normal. Yeah, it would have definitely been game on those 2. Luckily, the Gogeta dodged enough. So what we're going to do here is we do not have any real health this turn. We do have the Videl on rotation, which is kind of terrible. So we're going to heal up as much as we can. Going to activate the damage reduction here in slot, just to give us that extra defense. We're going to give them all those key spheres. And we're going to try and hope that Videl can tank. Like, realistically, that's what we're aiming for Videl to tank the hits. Or to dodge it. Just dodge, if anything. Or if anything, super one of these 2 in slot 1 and 2, because now they both have 80% damage reduction. Plus the item. So Videl just either needs to dodge, or do a double super to raise her defense up high enough. Nope. Okay, so that's not a good sign. We do have 300,000 health. I don't know how we're going to handle this. Dodge, please. We just barely survived that. Why did we get knocked out of our thing? Did I run out of a turn or something? I might have. Alright, we'll activate this really quick just to draw the aggro. I know we got the guaranteed 40% damage reduction. I might have ran out of turns is probably what it was. But that is what it is. Let's just absorb the aggro here. I honestly don't know why we lost that so fast. But, I mean, it is what it is. We'll give them to you. We'll give you these 6. Hopefully, we'll be able to do enough damage to get next point where... Because I'm a little worried about the Goten next turn, I'm not going to lie. In slot 1, he will have the 50% damage reduction, which will be kind of clutch. But, the Broly can and will pierce your defense with a crit and probably wipe you out. If I didn't waste that damage reduction on the first set of stages against the STR, we would have probably been fine. But we are getting a triple super from this man, so that is kind of clutch from these guys. And then Goten and Trunks in slot 2 really need to hit 2 supers, if not 3. Because Gogeta should do a lot of damage at the end of the rotation. Especially being an 18 key, he should do quite a bit. These guys just need to hit hard. I realize I could have activated their active skill. Come on, double super. Thank you. I could have activated their active skill if I didn't grab those orbs. I do realize that. What? They're not doing enough. What? Okay, so there. I'll take that. We got him down to 4 health bars. Broly is supering. This would have KO'd those 2, and it would have been a crit too, but luckily Gogeta's dodge. Oh, into a counter! Into a counter. I completely forgot about that. So that's kind of clutch. That did a lot of damage to him. So we might actually have something here on lock. We might be able to beat him down enough to the point where all we have to do is just take maybe 1 or 2 hits next turn, and Trunks and Goten could probably put him away. Because those 2 are going in slot 1 and 2. Goten's going to be slot 1 definitely, or Gogeta could do it this turn. It all depends on how many super attacks he hits. It really, really does. It's guaranteed crits because of his active skill, if I remember right. Yep, this should be it right here. Because now we've officially raised our stat 3 times. Yeah, so there is relatively how you can beat this stage. It's not as hard as I made it sound to be at the beginning parts. Just the RNG did not work in my favor at all. The rotations just weren't great the first few times. That kind of was a better rotation. I wasted the item a little early on. I probably could have gotten away without using it. But we have just completed all of the missions, except for this one, which is completed with Planetary Destruction, which we'll take on later. But let's accept all these, and there's 22 free Dragon Stones. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. See you guys then.